everybody, welcome back to Just Push to Play. We are continuing our zone story of Blackwood today with part 2 of this first quest. It's kind of a long quest. So I'm just adding this segment kind of in the middle wherever I can fit it. So let's continue with our story. So the castle is right over here. Oh, that's interesting that it's on its own little island here, but it has a an exit also. Like, I mean, the island probably is meant to help protect it, but at the same time, it has like an entrance right here that could be like used to bring in enemy forces, you know, from that direction. And then the castle is compromised before the town. So this is the castle, huh? Wow, it's pretty empty. I would expect, I don't know, more people to be hanging out in the courtyard here. There's a lot of space. Yeah, stealing. Oh, hey, it's you again, Captain.
I need your report, mercenary. Word reached me that Councillor Jirik was murdered. What about Sophus and Valeria? And did you find definitive proof that the Dark Brotherhood is our culprit?
Councillor Sophus has been murdered too, but Valeria is safe. These notes were by each of their bodies.
That's the Black Hand, symbol of the Dark Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Jirik and Sophus had allowed me to assign brigadines to protect them. At least Valeria, however reluctantly, agreed to a military escort. Did you and Eveli uncover any other information?
We gathered a few documents we think Councillor Leviticus should see.
It appears that Councillor Leviticus's trust in the Wood Elf was not misplaced. Very well. You and Eveli can head in and talk to the Councillor.
All right. Ooh, that is cool. We might be able to buy that kind of stuff with the, or find the recipes to make them.
Captain Rian and the Ivory Brigade will deal with the Dark Brotherhood. We're perfectly safe in here.
Your damn empire, Leviticus. It no longer exists, but it still causes us trouble.
Hello.
You must be the mercenary that Captain Rian told me about. And I see you're working with Eveli Sharp-Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Good. I assume you have something to report. I'm listening.
Councillor Jirik and Sophus were murdered. These notes were left beside their bodies.
Damn it all to Oblivion and back. I should have taken Pharaoh Lupus more seriously when I received his letter. This is definitely the mark of the Dark Brotherhood. Anything else to add to this?
Jirik and Sophius left behind documents, but part of them is written in code.
Yes, that's the Longhouse Emperor's code. Only a handful of Imperial scribes can decipher it. I know one. Baragon. I'll send for him at once. Meanwhile, we must warn the remaining councillors on the list. Eibor, Valeria, Itinia, and Vandacia.
Oh my goodness. How many counselors do you guys have? Councillor Valeria is under guard and collecting her records from Tidewater Cave.
Very good. I've sent messages to Itinia and Vandacia already, as neither of them are currently within Leowin's jurisdiction. I need you to go to Fort Blueblood. Councillor Eibor has taken refuge there, but I'd prefer to have her here in Leowin.
All right, I'll go to Fort Blueblood and talk to Councillor Eibor.
Everything we do now must be swift if we are to get ahead of this. Go to Fort Blueblood and convince Councillor Eibor to return to the city. She'll be safer here than at the fort.
Well, you must know more about Emperor Leovic's secret and the ambitions.
Sadly, no. Whatever Leovic confided in Pharaoh Lupus and the others, whatever he ordered them to do, he kept it a complete secret from me. I suppose he assumed I wouldn't go along with anything illegal or Daedric, and he was right.
But weren't you the chief counselor of the Elder Council?
I was, but the Elder Council was made up of almost 24 counselors. According to the list Eveli Sharp-Arrow brought me, only 7 counselors were privy to this secret. Make that 6. I have no idea why Leovic listed me among that group.
Well, there must have been some reason for your name being linked with the others.
Who knows what was going through Leovic's head when he wrote that entry in his journal? Varen and his rebels were literally pounding at the doors of the palace at the time. And Leovic wasn't totally in his right mind even before the rebellion.
Yeah, so it was before. Okay. It was like way, way in the past that he was trying to take control. So tell me more about the Longhouse Emperors.
The Longhouse Emperors were Reachmen, who seized control of the Empire and ruled for some 40 years. Dukarach the Black Drake founded the ruling house. Morikar ascended to the throne after his father's death, and his son Leovic followed him.
And what happened to Leovic?
Leovic made a mistake. When he decided to declare Daedra worship as the law of the land, Duke Varen Aquilarios objected. He led a rebellion and personally dispatched Leovic in the Imperial throne room. Thus ended the Longhouse Emperor's reign.
Well, that's not the end of the story.
Unfortunately, no. Varen disappeared a few years later and the Empire collapsed. Now the so-called alliances are fighting over the scraps and Tamriel is in shambles. We're doing all we can just to keep Blackwood safe and secure.
Well, why is Counselor Aber at Fort Blueblood?
Eivor has always had an affinity for the Imperial military. When she received her letter of warning from Pharaoh Lupus, she sent word to me, told me she was going to the fort, that the soldiers would protect her. I fear she is badly mistaken.
You don't think that the fort is safe?
Only a token force of Brigadines guards Fort Blueblood. If the Dark Brotherhood is truly our enemy, I fear a lone assassin can bypass the fort's defenses with relative ease. Eivor would be better off here in the castle. Go and bring her back at once.
Well, I mean, that other counselor we just went and talked to had like 1 soldier protecting her. So, I mean, at least this person at Fort Blueblood has like a fort around her and 4 soldiers protecting her. But yeah, I guess we should bring her back. I mean, the other... Oh my gosh, we're gonna find the other counselor who went to the cave dead because she just had 1 soldier with her. Everybody's getting killed off.
Leowyn and its citizens are in danger, and Leviticus is only telling the Chamber of Legates about this now? This one knew we weren't done with Leovic and the Longhouse Emperors. She just knew it.
Can you tell me more about the Chamber of Legates?
While Countess Kero sits on Leowyn's throne, it is the Chamber of Legates that governs the city. There are 3 legates. This one, Amhalu, and Leviticus. Each one has an equal voice. This one supposes Leviticus's voice is slightly louder.
But you just learned about the threat to the counselors?
Leviticus was the chief counselor of the Imperial Elder Council. Since the threat concerned his former colleagues, he decided to keep it to himself until he ascertained its veracity. He did inform us as soon as the threat was deemed real.
And the Imperial Elder Council?
An august body that advised the emperors and maintained the imperial bureaucracy.
Right.
It was disbanded with the collapse of the empire.
Right.
Many of the former counselors came here to escape the war in Cyrodiil. They retained their titles as a sign of respect.
Okay. And, Amu, Hello? Hello?
To keep a situation like this a secret from his fellow legates. What was Leviticus thinking? And now Councillor Jurek is dead. When the river rises, everyone gets wet, I'm afraid.
That is a good metaphor.
Fort Blueblood? That's to the east across the river. I'll meet you there.
All right, sounds good. I'll head there now. All right, where are we heading? Man, this first quest is really long. Over there. All right, at least it's not too far away. All right, we are just coming up to the fort now. I somehow got off the road, I guess. Fort Blueblood.
Look, Councillor Leviticus and Captain Rianne sent me. I need to see Councillor Abor now.
And what about my sister? She hasn't been seen since she took the Councillor her meal.
Councillor Abor was very clear about this. She doesn't want to be disturbed. Oh, another mercenary. Is our Ivory Brigade so enfeebled that Captain Rianne must resort to hiring sellswords? Look, as I told the Wood Elf, Councillor Abor was quite insistent. She doesn't want to be disturbed.
Captain Rianne and Councillor Leviticus sent us. Do you really want to get in the way of our mission?
All right, enough. I can see when I'm being overruled. Very well. I give you permission to enter the watchtower. Councillor Abor's safety is now in your hands.
Why is that servant in an uproar?
Lurius? Oh, something about his sister. She's another servant here at the fort. Works in the kitchen, I believe. Apparently, she brought the Councillor her meal. He says she never returned, but the servants look for any opportunity to sneak off.
Well, that sounds suspicious. Why did Councillor Abor come to Fort Blueblood anyway?
The Councillor demanded we protect her. Said her life was in danger, but refused to give me any details. Imperial confidentiality, she insisted, above my station. I put her up in the watchtower and assigned a couple of brigadines to guard her.
A missing servant?
Yeah.
I wonder what that's all about. Well, let's head into the watchtower and talk to Councillor Abor. Hopefully it won't take a lot to convince her to return to Leowyn with us.
Oh, we'll see. Can you talk to me?
Commander Orton assures me Talace is fine, but it's not like her to disappear and shirk her duties. I worry about her, you know? Since our parents died, we only have each other. Damn it! We have to find her!
Calm down and tell me what happened.
Me and my sister work as servants here at the fort. Talace was on kitchen duty. When the Councillor called for a meal, it fell to her to deliver it to the watchtower. But Talace never returned to the kitchen and no one has seen her since.
All right. I'll we'll see if we can find her. She's gonna be dead. They're all gonna be dead.
Oh no! Councillor Abor's been murdered! But where's the servant?
All right, there's a mysterious note here. Dark Brotherhood, of course.
The Dark Brotherhood's calling card.
Yep. I know it well by now. Councillor Abor's journal. Unlike most of the Elder Councillor, I was in Emperor Leovic's confidence. I knew the truth of the Longhouse Emperor's secret. Most of it, anyway. Most of the High Priest. Me and the High Priest. At the time, it felt like an honor to be included. Now I'm in fear of my life and hiding in this damn watchtower. I decided it would be best to write everything I know. To write down everything I know. About the four ambitions and how they were created, about the deal with Mehrunes Dagon, everything. I may be the only one who knows the location of the new vaults. where Emperor Leovic had the ambitions moved to as Varen's forces drew closer. I suspected that all of this was over, that it ended with the death of Leovic and the fall of the Longhouse Emperors. According to the letter I received from Pharaoh Lupus, I was wrong. What follows are the locations of the 3 vaults containing the 4 ambitions. The next few pages have been torn out and removed. Okay.
Of course they tore out the pages and took them, just when we were so close to finding out more about the ambitions.
Yep. And what's this? Poisoned food? Uneaten meal.
Ebor's meal is still warm. So what happened to the servant that delivered it?
Is that steam coming off of it? Because it looks purple. Is she hiding away? Maybe she's upstairs.
We have a door locked from the outside, a dead counselor, and a missing servant. Did the assassin take off with both the torn out journal pages and the servant? Anyway, they not only murdered Eibor, they probably know how to find the ambitions now.
How did the murderer get in and out of the watchtower without the brigades noticing?
See that rope hanging from the top of the tower? Bet my bottom acorn that's how the assassin got in and out. But the missing servant... something about that is knocking on the back of my head. And why would the Dark Brotherhood take those pages?
Well, maybe the servant was part of the Dark Brotherhood. Maybe the Dark Brotherhood wants the Daedric weapons for themselves.
Maybe, but everything I've read about the Dark Brotherhood never suggested they would be interested in weapons of war, if that's even what the ambitions are. Damn it, we're loosing arrows in the dark here. Let's tell Commander Orton about Eibor.
All right. Well, I think I should look upstairs first. Wow. A little bit of damage here, too. They're like, oh. Yeah. It's a hole in the floor. Yeah, there's a hole in the floor up there. So nothing up here. I just realized on my own flashlight. I should remember that. I make it nice and bright. All right, let's go talk to the captain.
Did you meet the new commander?
Bad news.
So, will Councillor Eibor be returning with you to Leowin? Am I finally going to be able to get my fort back in order?
Councillor Eibor has been murdered.
Murdered?
Yep.
Gods, keep your voice down. Do you want to start a panic? Tell me what you found in the watchtower.
Ebor's meal was still warm, but untouched, and the assassin left a calling card.
Let me see that. A black handprint. The sign of the Dark Brotherhood.
Yep.
But where is the servant, Thales? Is she involved in this fiasco? And how did she and the assassin get out of the watchtower? My brigandines never left their post.
Well, there was a rope hanging from the ceiling of the watchtower.
Well, that explains some of it, but not all. We need to locate Thales. Since you're already involved and working for Captain Rian, I want you to quietly try to find Thales. Start by talking to the other servants in the kitchen and dining hall.
Okay.
Keep your weapons sharp and close.
So here's the headquarters building.
Your sister is fine. This one is certain.
Then where could she be? She would never neglect her duties.
Probably found a dark corner and someone to snuggle with. This one does that all the time. Pleasant days, visitors. How can this one assist you?
Commander Orton asked us to find Thales. Any idea where we should look?
Ah, Thales. She worries her brother so. She asked me where we kept the hot root flakes. Councillor Eibor sprinkles them on every dish. I told her they are in the pantry, but you need the key from the kitchen to unlock the door.
Alright.
All right, grab a broom and start sweeping.
What? No, that's Talaze's job.
And do you see Talaze anywhere? No. Then start sweeping.
Bossy.
The servants come to the kitchen to mutter and gossip. This one will not have it. Misaba asks that you do not distract them overly long, as they are already naturally lazy. What is it that you need?
Commander Orton asked us to locate Talise. Any idea where she might be?
That young woman. She has not returned from the watchtower, so her chores remain undone. And she took the pantry key with her when she went. It is no longer hanging on its hook. That is a clear violation of the kitchen rules. A clear violation.
And where is this pantry?
The pantry is in the cellar, but the door is around the side of the building. Talise mumbled something about how the counselor loves hot root flakes, grabbed the key and the tray of food and went off. This one hasn't seen her since.
Okay.
I suppose now I have to do Talaze's chores as well as my own. She owes me one, and I aim to collect.
Well, I'm trying to find Talise. Any idea where we should look?
She took the counselor her meal and hasn't returned. Did you check the watchtower? Abor's a little old, but maybe Talaze decided to improve her station, if you catch my meaning. Abor reeks of fear. Maybe Talaze finds that attractive.
What do you mean the counselor reeks of fear?
Well, she's been acting like a frightened guar since she arrived. Stays locked up in the watchtower. Only lets a single servant in at a time. And I hear she's been burning papers. Documents of some kind. She's scared out of her wits, if you ask me.
All right.
Before we check the pantry, let's talk.
Okay. Well, let me open this real quick. You guys can pause and read if you would like. Trying to make sure to get all these lore books. Not lore books, but books.
So, what did we learn? Counselor Abor was frightened, but that's understandable. Interesting that she was burning documents. Her journal indicated that she knew more than the others. And Talaze visited the pantry before heading to the watchtower.
Do you think we should take a look in the pantry?
Couldn't hurt. And every mystery novel I ever read taught me you should always follow up on every clue, even the ones that seem insignificant. Let's check the pantry and see if she was looking for more than hot root flakes down there.
Okay. I heard I needed a key to unlock the door though, but maybe I already got it? We don't know how the counselor died, right? I mean, she could have been poisoned. I don't think we saw blood or anything. Like to indicate she was stabbed or something like that. Oh.
Is that? Damn it! They murdered Talaze too!
Huh. Oh. So she was killed before she could serve the food. So somebody who looked like her went and gave the food to the counselor? Dark Brotherhood.
Why would the Dark Brotherhood murder? Oh no. We need to talk about this.
Yeah.
All right, I think I figured it out. The assassin followed Talaze down here, murdered her, and took her place so they could gain access to the watchtower.
Yep.
Pretty clever, but they didn't have to kill her.
We think alike, Eveli. We think alike. Does this sound like the usual way the Dark Brotherhood operates?
No, not from what I've read anyway. I thought they only killed those whose names appeared on their contracts. I can't imagine anyone asked them to kill a poor servant.
Should we return to Leowyn and inform Counselor Leviticus and Captain Rayanne?
Yes, but we still need to check on Counselor Valeria. And someone needs to go to Gideon and make sure that Counselor Vandacia is all right. Can I leave those tasks to you? I want to return to Leowyn and consult with Counselor Leviticus.
Sure, I can check with Philora and Vandacia, but we also need to inform Commander Orton about this murder.
Oh, good point. Before you head out, report to Commander Orton. Tell him what happened to Therese, and how we think the assassin slipped into the watchtower undetected. His brigadiers need to be able to recognize an imposter when they see one.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll report to the commander and contact the 2 remaining counselors and then meet you in Leowin.
After you report to the commander, make contact with Councillors Valeria and Vandacia. Valeria went to Tidewater Cave to get her records, and Vandacia works in the Gideon Courthouse. Cracked acorns! I suddenly had the weirdest feeling come over me.
Eveli, are you alright?
Yes. No, I don't know. We were talking about the counselors. Valeria and Vandacia. Suddenly I had a premonition.
Premonition?
It was brief and disturbing and mildly unpleasant.
Yeah.
Like the dreams I've been having. But this is the first time while I was awake.
Oh, tell me more about the dreams.
Remember I told you about that strange book I found? The one with the Daedric writing that I can't read? I've been having bad dreams since I found it, and the dreams are becoming more frequent. This time it happened right while we were talking.
Tell me about the premonition.
It was just a flash, but it was accompanied by a feeling. I felt a sense of overwhelming evil, all tied up in the figure I saw in my mind. Like someone held a portrait in front of my face for just a moment and then pulled it away.
And what did the figure look like?
It was one of the Waking Flame cultists, I think. Someone powerful, in command. A dark silhouette wrapped in a cloak. I'll never forget the feeling it invoked. It was like a wave of hopelessness. We can deal with this later.
Yeah.
Let's get back to it.
Alright, let's go talk to, Captain. I hope Eveli is alright. She, I don't know. She shouldn't be hanging on to that book.
All right. You talked to the fort's servants and rummaged around in our pantry. What's the verdict? Did you find the missing servant?
Yep, Therese is in the pantry, but the assassin murdered her. Hey! Pretended to be her and got into the watchtower.
That's horrible. Are you sure? No. Of course you're sure. No one would lie about something like that. I'll tell her brother what happened and send someone to tend to her body. Gods, what a day this has been.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright, so we are heading down to the cave, right? To find Counselor Valeria, who I'm sure is dead, but we will go and confirm it. Let's see, is there a back way out of this place? It kind of looks like there might be. No? Alright, at least the gate is open, so there's no loading screen. This is a pretty long quest, so it kind of goes to show they have a lot of story to tell, that they've made the first quest so long. I've been recording for over an hour now. I guess usually for the chapter quests, it can get a little bit long, though. Tidewater Cave, often swallowed by the rising tides of Topol Bay, Tidewater Cave provides a popular haunt for Blackwood's many... Gosh, I wish I could freeze that so I could read it. So, is this a delve? No, it's a little bit too short to be a delve. But there are enemies here. Death Hopper. What's back over there? A greatsword? Yep, see, I'm my own flashlight. Somebody got mad. Oh, wow, it spawned quick. Somebody got mad at all the starfish. Decided to stab it, I guess. Okay, well, we need to go back that other way, but let's check what's down here. A crocodile. And a backpack. Oh, cool. There's fossils in here. I wonder what that is. Oh, wow. I just killed you. Yay! Fire Rune can now be morphed. I've been trying to get that upgraded for a while now. Oh, well, it looks like the guard is still here, so maybe she's still alive. Oh, there's a book. Terror of the Death Hopper.
The mercenary. A few moments later, and you would have found an empty cave.
It's your secret stash. We'll come to that book in a
Your
sec.
timing really is impeccable. We've already packed up my records, and we're about to head out. But what news of the other counselors? Did your warnings reach them in time?
Counselor Sophus and Aber were murdered, just like Jerk. You need to get to Leowen Castle.
All three of them?
Yep.
That's disheartening news. Well, I'll take my records to Leowen. Perhaps between the two of us, Counselor Leviticus and I can ascertain what past incident has returned to haunt us.
What kind of records do you keep down here?
Oh, just a lifetime of public service and bureaucracy. Mostly financial records, but also meeting notes, ledgers, those sorts of things. I oversaw budgets and finances, the collection of taxes, public works, and I kept immaculate records.
Well, we found Jerk's files where you said Leviticus sent for a scribe to decipher the coded portions.
That's good to hear. Emperor Leovic loved to hide things in coded documents. But what about Counselor Vandacia? Do we know if he's still safe in Gideon?
Well, I'm on my way to warn Counselor Vandacia next.
Perfect. Remind him he's too old to play the hero, and I want to see him in Leowen Castle immediately, if not sooner. These brigadines will make sure I get to the city safely. Me and my records, both. Godspeed, mercenary.
All right. What is this book? I'll go ahead and pause and read if you'd like. I usually read that kind of stuff while I'm editing. All right, so there was a back door over here, I guess. Yeah. Oh, is this? I wonder if this is next to, no, we're not. That one area we found I think it was last episode, that looked like it might be a mine or something, but you couldn't get into it. It was like right next to one of the counselors' homes. Not hers, though. Nope, nope. Oh, and Gideon is all the way over there. All right. Ah, Gideon. Author's assistant wanted? I'll have to check that out during a live stream. Yeah, I'll be splitting the episodes. So I'll be doing like adventuring around and exploring the area. Author assistant wanted. Side quests and stuff like that during live streams, and zone stories I'll be recording and uploading separately. Probably beyond okay, got that.
I was attacked in the streets of our fair city, Keshu. I demand you deal with the criminal post-haste.
Your guards did their job, Councillor Vandacia. The prisoner is secure.
And what's this? More assassins? Explain yourself immediately.
I wonder if they have the Dark Brotherhood in the dungeon.
One attempt on my life today is more than enough. If you're another one of those Dark Brotherhood bastards, I assure you, you won't find either myself or Governor Keshu to be easy prey.
I'm no assassin. Counselor Leviticus sent me to warn you. He wants you to go to Leowin.
Warn me? As always, Leviticus offers too little and too late. I received the letter, same as the other counselors. My personal guard took the threat seriously, and we captured the assassin in the act. But what of my esteemed colleagues? Are they safe?
Counselor Jurek, Sophus, and Aber were murdered. They're all dead.
Dead? All three of them? This is unimaginable. Pharaoh Lupus's letter suggested the Longhouse Emperors left behind a secret that would prove to be a threat. But I thought he was just being melodramatic. Has Leviticus determined what this is about?
Well, the secret concerns the 4 ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. We're examining old records to learn more.
4 ambitions? Never heard of them. How could something I know nothing about make me a target of the Dark Brotherhood? It's got to be a mistake. You must question the prisoner. Get him to confess and reveal the truth of this sordid affair.
All right, I'll question the prisoner. Where are you holding them?
Governor Keshu locked the prisoner in the holding cell in the courthouse basement. Question the villain and find out why the Dark Brotherhood is trying to wipe out anyone who was part of the Imperial Elder Council. I'll head for Leowin afterward.
You really don't have any idea what the secret of the Longhouse Emperors pertain to?
I wish there was something I could tell you. The letter I received suggested that some old council business was the cause of all this. Why the Dark Brotherhood would be interested in such menial affairs, I'm not sure. I'm completely baffled.
So, in your work with the Elder Council, you never heard anything about the ambitions?
As I said, I never heard the term. The Longhouse Emperors were enamored of secrets and code words, though. Perhaps I encountered it, but it was called something else. If you think it might be important, ask the assassin when you interrogate him.
How long did you serve on the Imperial Elder Council?
I'm not sure how relevant my ancient history is, but I was appointed to the Elder Council by Emperor Durkarach himself. I helped guide the Empire through most of the reign of the Longhouse Emperors.
And in all that time, you never heard anything about the ambitions?
Sadly, my role in guiding the Empire often put me at odds with the Emperors. I was rarely privy to their secrets. I'm afraid I can't shed any light on that particular mystery.
You mentioned Governor Keshu?
Keshu the Black Fin. War hero, progressive Argonian, and governor of our fair city of Gideon. I serve as an advisor and bureaucrat. Nothing more. I have deep roots in Gideon, so I try to do my part to keep the wheels of government turning.
How did you manage to survive the attack and also capture your assassin?
My personal guard is dedicated and well-trained. Not to mention lucky. I was nearing the courthouse when the assassins sprang from the shadows. My guards reacted instantly and overpowered the villain. We brought them here, and Keshu locked them away.
It seems odd that the assassin would do that in daylight like that.
Why is this the first I am hearing of a threat against the former members of the Elder Council? I should have been alerted to this the moment it came to light. The Chamber of Legates and the Ivory Brigade are usually quicker to share information.
Well, Councillor Leviticus and Captain Ryan sent me to warn Vandacia and get him to Leowin Castle.
A prudent precaution. Leowin Castle can be better defended than anything we have here in Gideon. Still, without accurate intelligence, my Blackfin Legion is like the watchmen patrolling at night without a lantern. Enthusiastic, but ineffective.
The Blackfin Legion?
The Legion I commanded, both when I was a mercenary and when I fought for the Ebonheart Pact. When I retired, a contingent of my soldiers came with me. Now they protect Gideon from bandits, hostile Argonian tribes, and other threats.
And who are you exactly?
I am Keshu, called the Blackfin. The people of Gideon elected me as their governor. It is my honor to serve them. Prior to this, I traveled the world as a mercenary and helped establish the Ebonheart Pact. I even fought in the war for a time.
So Gideon is part of the Ebonheart Pact?
Not at all. I gave up my commission. I seek to build an advanced Saxleal society. A more inviting and vibrant culture that embraces our past glory while retaining our current outlook on the world. Gideon is the beginning of that experiment.
But Gideon isn't an Argonian city.
I learned the benefits of an integrated society during my travels. Gideon is open to anyone who wants to live in peace and contribute to my dream. All are welcome here. Someday, Gideon will serve as the gateway to Black Marsh.
The gateway?
My dream is that Gideon will one day connect all of the isolated Argonian settlements with a larger world. A center of learning, diplomacy, and culture. We have a long way to go and many hurdles to overcome, but we will get there. Eventually.
Interesting. And why haven't you questioned the prisoner yet?
I only locked the prisoner in the cell a few moments ago. I was trying to get more details out of Councillor Vandacia when you entered the courthouse. Since you're working for Captain Ryan, I will allow you to interrogate the prisoner.
Great. Can you tell me more about the prisoner?
Not much. Vandacia and his guards brought him in. It was unusual, though. The man was calm, confident, completely at ease. Not a hint of worry or concern. Like the rabbit that knows it is faster than the wolf. I suggest you be careful with that one.
All right. Well, whenever we have to deal with like the Dark Brotherhood and they have the DLC, the Dark Brotherhood, that this character has not yet done, I wonder if it's somebody we know, or we would know rather, if I had done the DLC yet with this character. Well, let's see. I've done it with another character. Oh no, what is this?
The cell door is open. What happened here?
Poured something on the lock. Hit me. And escaped.
Some sort of acid ate right through the lock. Look, there's more of it on the...
Yep, I saw more of it on the floor.
He ran that way, toward the old ruins.
Okay. Toward the old ruins. Oh, he left a trail of acid. That was very professional of him.
He almost knocked me over. How rude.
He attacked this legionnaire and ran into the ruins of the old city.
Thanks. I guess we should go down and find the assassin. Telbeck Ruins. Aliens left all kinds of structures all over the place, like the ruins in Gideon. While historians and scholars may fawn over such ruins, the people of... for crying out loud. I haven't been able to finish one of them. Oh. Kind of deep for back there. Alright, well, it's not very big, and he's left a trail of acid, it looks like. Oh, I can upgrade my, my one skill. Oh, shoot, somebody just come down. Yep. I'm not gonna stand here and wait for these guys to, come back. Okay, there's another bit. So I'm going the right way. Before I go further, though, let me, I can upgrade my ruin skill. Oh, it's under, right, it's under mage, I think. Yeah, mage skill. All right, so I think I was gonna go with volcanic ruin. So right now, I inscribe a rune of cosmic fire on the earth, which takes 2 seconds to arm and lasts for 33 seconds. And when triggered, the rune blasts all enemies in the target area for over 6,000 flame damage. If I add volcanic, the rune knocks enemies into the air and stuns them, reducing the cost as the ability ranks up. Ooh. Or I could go with scalding rune. The rune also deals additional damage over time. I think I'll go with volcanic. That sounds fun. All right. Looking for some loot while we're down here. That is fun. To really make it effective, though, I need to, like, stick him in place. And I was, actually... I don't think I decided on how to do that yet. There's a few different abilities I can choose from that will, like, stick people in place. Oh, there's a secret door right there. I don't want to get acid on me. Well, it looks like he left us a note here. Letter from Astera. Elam. That sounds familiar. The ruins within Blood Run Cave were gutted long ago, turned into a charnel pit by the local villages. However, the sanctuary itself remains pristine. The cave's reputation as a place of untold danger clearly persists. This will serve us well. Fighting through the cave itself may take some doing, but the door is located far back within the ruins. This is where we're at now. It is a long trek, be warned. If we intend to reopen this sanctuary, you must clear it out. I leave the details to you. And remember, death, my brother, that's the key. Matron, Astera. Isn't Matron Astera like the matron from the Dark Brotherhood DLC? They're thinking about opening a... Oh.
Right, let's chat. Do you make it a habit to read other people's mail? That letter is personal and private, full of sensitive information.
The letter talks about opening a Dark Brotherhood sanctuary in Blood Run Cave.
Well, aren't you a fast reader? If you chased after me because of something Council Van Dacia told you, well, he lied. If the Dark Brotherhood sets out to kill you, you're dead. We don't make mistakes. We don't fail. Not ever.
Well, we found evidence beside numerous murder victims, beside members of the Elder Council that you killed.
I haven't killed anyone. Not recently, anyway. And if you're talking about our calling card, anyone can dip their palm in black ink and slap it on a sheet of parchment. Look, we received no contracts. I'm here on different business entirely.
I believe him. I said the exact same thing during the prologue quest. I was just like, this is not exactly proof. Anybody could like leave a handprint. Who would want to blame the Dark Brotherhood for these murders?
Good question. If you figure it out, let me know. I certainly owe someone for the bruises the Councillors' guards gave me. Now, as much fun as this has been, I really do need to get back to my daring escape. Best of luck with your mystery.
Well, if you really are innocent, come back to the courthouse with me.
Tempting, but no. I detest so-called places of justice.
Elam sounds... I wonder if you meet him in the DLC. I can't... He sounds and looks familiar. Banana. Banana. Alright. So, I'm thinking somebody... Oh, we can exit over here. Nice. Somebody who is kind of close to the situation is trying to make it look like the Dark Brotherhood is killing them so that they aren't a suspect. And I'm guessing it's somebody we've met. It's probably one of the counselors. All right, well, I think we're heading back to town. Wow, right here? It's right under the town. Interesting. I guess that's the thing of the Dark Brotherhood. No, that's thieves.
So, the mercenary from Leowin has returned. Tell me, were you able to capture the assassin? Or perhaps you killed him in battle once you caught up to him? I am eager to hear the news.
I wasn't able to apprehend the Dark Brotherhood agent, but I recovered this letter.
Allow me to peruse the document, if you will. Proof positive that the Dark Brotherhood is in Blackwood. We must find this sanctuary and destroy it.
Well, the Dark Brotherhood agent denied his organization's involvement. He said he never attacked you.
What did you expect? Such lies fall from his lips like rain from the sky on a stormy day. Villains never freely admit their guilt. The evidence is right here in this letter. Meet me in Leowin and we'll share this information with Leviticus.
Where's Governor Kishu? Shouldn't you have more guards?
What? Oh, my personal guard are nearby and these legionnaires are sufficient. You need not be concerned. As for Keshu, she had business to attend to. Gideon business. I saw no reason to distract her from her regular duties. Now, to Leia.
Alright, I suspect you. Alright, well, I guess we, wow. These legionaries are pretty casual. I guess we need to head on back to Leowin.
The Dark Brotherhood. They must be driven out of Blackwood.
I still can't figure out why they would be targeting us, Vandacia.
Eliminate the threat first. Then we can seek answers.
All of the remaining councillors in Blackwood are gathered here in the castle. Valeria, Vandacia, and myself. While we await the arrival of the scribe I sent for, tell me what you uncovered in Gideon. I'm not sure I agree with Vandacia's assessment.
I found a letter. It talked about re-establishing a Dark Brotherhood sanctuary in Blood Run Cave.
Yes. I remember reports of their presence early in Morikar's reign, but they were driven out. The assassins must see this as the perfect opportunity to reclaim their base, but what does that have to do with Leovic's secret and the ambitions?
I'm not sure. And why are they assassinating the councillors?
Vandacia, Valeria, and I were just discussing that. We think Leovic had each of the councillors unknowingly working on a different aspect of the Ambitions project. They each had access to a piece of the puzzle, but no one but Leovic knew everything.
So someone called upon the Dark Brotherhood to murder the councillors to preserve the secret.
That's our prevailing theory. If the councillors ever came together to compare notes, the truth of the Ambitions would be revealed. To stop that from happening, the Dark Brotherhood was sent to kill my colleagues.
Well, the Dark Brotherhood agent claimed they weren't responsible for the murders of the councillors.
Indeed. Very curious. Still, I'm hesitant to take the word of an admitted killer at face value. Not with so much at stake. Regardless, their very presence still poses a threat to all of Blackwood. The sanctuary cannot be allowed to reopen.
Well, maybe the coded documents Eveli and I recovered can tell us more.
Jirik's and Sophis' documents contain information written in Imperial code. I sent for the scribe, Aragon, but he has yet to arrive. Until then, the councillors will remain safe within these walls. You have done well so far, and have my thanks.
Yay!
Whatever the truth behind the murders of my fellow councillors, we can't allow the Dark Brotherhood to gain a foothold in Blackwood. I'd like you and Eveli to go to Bloodrun Cave to ascertain the situation there. Talk to Eveli and make your plans.
Shouldn't you send the renegades to deal with the Dark Brotherhood?
Until we know more, I'm not prepared to engage in an all-out war with the Dark Brotherhood. No, better to send you and Eveli to investigate the situation. Then we can determine if a more forceful response is warranted.
Hey,
Alrighty.
partner, over here.
All right. This is a good spot to stop. Man, that was a long quest. So next episode, we will go ahead and talk with Eveli and go and check out Bloodrun Cave, I guess. I'm still kind of confused about the Dark Brotherhood and what actually happened over in Gideon. I'm inclined to believe the Dark Brotherhood with Assassin with what he said. So I'm wondering if maybe also, Gideon was that counselor over in Gideon was acting suspicious, but if something else is going on, I wonder if the Argonian is in on it, or if, we haven't seen her yet. I wonder what happened to her, if she's okay, or if she's maybe in the same boat as possibly the counselor from Gideon, like they're on the bad side or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. So we will find out more next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I should be doing live streams also right now for just exploration of Blackwood and delves and public dungeons if there is one. I think there is one. So yeah, check that out too, and give me a thumbs up if you would like to. It really helps the channel, and I will see you next time. Thanks everybody.